So, I moved my desk around to try to mitigate some of the fan sound. So my PC's on this side now, and the fans are pointing towards the wall, towards the window. So I'm just looking at the flat side. Like, it's a little annoying because I don't get to see my RGB anymore, but it's alright. I'm probably gonna reorganize my desk again tomorrow, because right there in the chair is a vertical monitor mount. So I'm gonna have my my ultra wide on the bottom, and then above that my second screen, so I don't have to look like this over to my other screen.
You can just look up?
Yeah, because I have my monitor over here now, and I can just look up at it.
That's actually kind of cool. I never thought.
Yeah,
about
it really
doing
sucks
something like
for racing if I'm trying to look at something and I have to look completely like I'm like, going 200 miles an hour. That's not smart. Oh, we can do it in a minute. I basically already started, so.
Okay, I've already started too.
We can clap sync. It'll be in the. It can just be in the show. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, that's fine.
Good enough.
I don't care. The level of quality is diminished slightly over the last few months, but I don't really care.
That's to be expected.
Yeah, we'll see if the
we did lose a quarter of our staff.
Yeah, it's true. We'll see if we get a third person or not. Who knows?
I don't know. They might pop in.
But in the meantime, do you wanna tell me about Snowpocalypse?
Well, I live in Western Virginia. Not West Virginia, but Western Virginia. And I've probably got about 7 or 8 inches of snow accumulated outside right now. And I know that more snow has fallen, but it's a dry, powdery snow, so it's blowing around everywhere. In the wind, it's been really, really windy and gusty. But now it started sleeting and snowing, so that sleet's weighing down the snow. So that's why there's about 7 or 8.
Oh, that's the best. That's the best when you get 7 to 8 inches of snow, and then it just has an ice layer on top of it, so it doesn't melt for a week.
Yeah, there's a guy right now, even though it's still snowing, snowboarding.
Snowboarding?
Down the hill in front of my house. Yeah, I have a hill.
That's badass.
People take sleds and stuff down the hill all day. And he's snowboarding.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's entertaining for me to watch. Take out the binoculars, turn off the lights, open the windows, and go full creep mode. Watching people have fun.
Full creep mode.
I mean, I do feel like a creep when I watch people through my fucking giant windows. But I mean, I live right in front of a park. So sometimes people are LARPing and shit. Am I not going to watch that?
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Just peeking out
with phone weapons.
Using your fingers to pry open the things. Those motherfuckers.
Yes. Better not come into my yard.
Yeah, I know. You're just standing there at the door fucking waiting.
As soon as that frisbee lands in my yard, I just
your hand
through the front door and grab it.
Your hand is on the knob, waiting.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm so ready. I fucking catch it. I don't even pick it up out of my yard. I catch it in my yard.
Fling the door open off the hinges. Off the hinges. Yeah. You sprint into the front yard ha!
I go through the fucking wall like the Kool-Aid Man.
Or that fucking it was what was that? Was it a Geico commercial or something? When they just walked straight through their fucking wall, the drywall. I don't remember. It was a couple football seasons ago, but
yeah, I do vaguely remember what you're talking about. Or that stupid fucking. It's not exactly the same thing, but your commercial reminded me of that one, the Bud Light seltzer. That's it tastes like more. It's
my god.
It's woo! When they
the only difference is the can is tie-dye, so apparently it makes it taste better.
Exactly. And the guy's in the shower,
have you guys fucking tried this?
Yeah, I know. I hate that fucking commercial so much.
Put some clothes on, bro. Just have a beer in the bathroom.
Yeah. He's sitting there taking a shit, naked on the pot.
Yeah.
And blows the wall open.
Yeah, what better time? What better time to guzzle one?
Yeah. He's like, by the way, guys, can you pass me some TP? Nobody restocked the bathroom.
Hey, I'm empty in here. I need to reload.
That's right. Well, I mean, if he's going to jump in the shower, he may as well not even bother.
Oh, God.
That's disgusting, but I hate to admit I've been there before.
What? No. Oh, no.
When I was super fucking sick, yeah. It was worth it just to crawl in there and just get showered.
Just rinse off?
Yeah, it was easier.
Oh, my God.
Norovirus will do things to you, bro.
Yeah, I can't say I got that sick, but that's okay.
I lost like 10 pounds in a week.
Ooh, yeah. That's great.
Mm-hmm. It's the healthy way.
Oh, yes, the healthy way.
Violent vomiting and diarrhea. For hours on end.
You heard it here first, folks. If you want to lose weight, get sick.
Welcome to the Health Tips Podcast.
Yeah, we're rebranding to the Health Tips Podcast.
That's right.
Well, Chris will have a health tip for you every week.
That's right. TM.
He says in his Snuggie that he's got going on.
My room is fucking cold, man. I'm in an unair conditioned room, and it's I think it's single digits right now. It's fucking cold.
It's 51 here. So yeah, all the snow you've gotten, it's just been rain the whole fucking day.
That's what my mom said.
Sucks so much.
You guys would have gotten an ass load of snow. I know.
Yeah, but I live near the fucking ocean, so it never fucking snows.
The Chesapeake Bay is just
lived here for 2.5 years, and I haven't gotten more than an inch of snow in 2.5 years.
Wow. Remember that one time? We basically grew up in Williamsburg, and I can count on one hand how many times we've actually gotten like a really good snow when we lived there. We got lucky if there was one good snow a year. And it would always be late February for some reason. There never was a good snow. No. We had a couple times. I remember the one time that we got all suited up and we ran through the woods and shit, and we were like running across the fucking... I've never been that cold. Running across the field in the blizzard. It felt terrible. Like... That was funny. Our fucking... Both my hands and both my feet were completely numb when I got home. And then, for whatever reason, we would decide, hey, why don't we walk to fucking 7-Eleven? All the way... yeah, let's go. It's snowing, who cares? We buy like a fucking... like $3 worth of candy and walk back through the fucking awful snow. Yeah. In the cold. Hell yeah. And talk about how much it sucks. Yeah. That's what teenagers do. They do this dumb shit and then they talk about how much it sucks. Why did we do this? This is fucking stupid. Yep. Adults know to just buy the candy before and have it when you want it. Done. Yeah, that's the difference between being a teenager and an adult. Yep. I can think about one day in the future and plan for that. Yeah. Even though you went to the grocery store yesterday. I was at work, actually, when that happened. My girlfriend went to the grocery store. Oh, okay. And everything was gone by then? No, yeah, but we did have food in the fridge. Like, we did have stuff to make. We just wanted different food because we were, tired of that food. We got the food in here. We're tired of that food. We haven't eaten it yet, but we're tired of it. Well, we've eaten some of it. Uh-huh. Okay. I know what it is. I want different food. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, that's welcome why to the First World Problems podcast. Yeah, exactly. I will rarely eat leftovers, but I would gladly make the exact same thing and eat it fresh again the next day. I don't give a fuck about eating the same thing every day, but for some reason I don't like eat a lot of leftovers. Really I don't like leftovers that much. Like French fries, leftover fries are dog shit. No. You have to put them in the air fryer and they'll be all right. Nope. No. But they'll never be as good as they were. Well, I got a really good story. I got my McDonald's already and gave it a rating, but we're not going to talk about that yet. Have you gotten any of your fries yet? Oh, yeah. Dude, I eat so much fucking fast food. It's just... Yeah, we could probably have this done in a couple more weeks. I don't know about a couple more weeks. Give me like... third week of February, I could definitely have it all done. That's like a couple more weeks. I didn't mean literally 2 more weeks. Okay.
That's a handful more weeks. A handful of weeks.
A few more weeks.
An unapproximate amount of weeks.
Correct. Takes a lot of time to eat all those fries and process all that salt.
Sure does. If you get salt.
Sometimes I don't order it with salt.
Why? And then you put salt on there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you
is that the same trick that every 70-year-old knows to say no salt so that they get fresh fries and then they put salt on it?
I reserve that for when it's super late. That way I don't get the fries that have been sitting.
So you don't get the ones in the Wendy's commercial or that dude's he's pushing it out and they're screeching on the metal like.
Yeah, exactly.
So you don't get those fries.
Yes, I've gotten those fries too many times. So all I have to do is say, "Hey, I don't want salt," and I won't have to get those leftover 3-hour-old fucking soggy.
And then instead you get spit on them.
Fuck it. It'll help the salt I put on it stick better.
Oh God!
And at least they'll be hot.
At least they'll be hot.
Yeah. I do prefer fresh fries. By far. Some people prefer old fries. You ever heard of that?
No, I don't know who that person is, but I don't want to be friends with them.
Lock them up.
Yeah, lock them up and throw away the key. They're the type of scum that doesn't need to walk this planet anymore.
This is the gatekeeping podcast.
Absolutely. 100%. Yeah, all we do is talk about things that don't matter and then gatekeep.
Yeah. Well, we don't have anything better to do.
No. So how much longer is it supposed to snow for you?
It said it could do it till 2 a.m., but it looks like it's stopping now.
Oh, well, that's good. Are you still expected to go to class tomorrow?
No, school is canceled tomorrow and Tuesday.
Hell yeah.
Because they
already know nobody's going to go anyway.
Yeah, well, there's also a lot of people that live in the country. There's a lot of countryside around me.
Oh, yeah.
So
it's like Harrisonburg has, JMU, and then it's the second you go out of Harrisonburg, it's motherfucking nothing. Farms.
Exactly.
Forever.
So I live 3 seconds from JMU. I can literally walk to a campus of JMU from my house. So I'm that close. So, there's fraternities and bullshit. I can hear them stepping into my backyard. I get plows. My street's plowed. I saw 6 plows go by right before I got on the podcast.
Hell yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row. Literally.
Nice. You gotta get that shit. Gotta make sure.
Yeah, Harrisonburg City doesn't fuck around. They really take excellent care of the roads here. But outside of that, they don't get shit. They're fucked.
Well, they're all country gravel shitty roads.
Yeah. Some of them are paved. Most of them are actually paved, but nobody has the money to actually plow them. So individual residents, I honestly, when I take back roads to school, because sometimes it's better than taking 81. I drive by a lot of people who live in the country, and they keep plows on the front of their truck year round.
Yep.
Because they have to do it themselves. But anyway, the point of telling you that is not every student can get to class, and the school doesn't want to risk students wrecking their cars and getting hurt or dying just to get to class.
I know, because then they're fucked. They can't pay their student loans if they're dead.
Yep, and not everybody has a computer, so you can't just be like, oh, well, just use Zoom then.
It's 2022, and that's still a thing.
Yep. The school even has free computers. You just go there and be like, hey, I need one, please. And they'll give you a minimally decent donated laptop. Piece of shit one. But it'll access the internet, so. So what if it's from 2002?
Oh my god, the public elementary school from 2002.
Yeah, you remember those laptop carts where they're all in this huge hub and they're all charging? They'll have a number on them. Yeah, the ones at my school are pretty. They're pretty much the ones from 2011. They're really horrible. They even have that little bud in the middle of the keyboard.
The thing that you can kind of use as a mouse.
Yeah, it has a touch, a mouse pad at the bottom, and it has that.
Yeah.
It's like an HP. I don't know. It's a piece of shit. I have a Mac MacBook Air, so I don't have.
Oh, this guy.
That. Yep, I'm very bougie.
Yeah.
Because there aren't like 7 other kids who have the exact same laptop I have. Sitting next to me.
Yeah, but like, 90% of them all also have the same phone as you, so.
Actually, most of them have way newer phones than me.
It's still the same brand.
Yeah, you're right. An iPhone is an iPhone.
Yeah, I mean, mine's the same as yours. The only difference is it barely works faster. That's it.
You have a bigger screen.
Bigger screen.
More memory.
Whoa. Yeah, more memory. Thank God, because I need that.
Right? Exactly. One of my friends at work actually, since we're talking about phones, you ever seen those phones that like fold out and they become like a huge...
Yeah, almost, the dumb, stupid-ass Samsungs?
Yeah. One of my
backwards.
coworkers has one. That's like a whole screen, like a foldable screen.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. Like, you can't really tell. Like, there's not really... Because she was showing me pictures on her phone with it blown up. You can't tell. Like, it looks perfectly normal. Like, the picture quality on it.
Cool.
Which I didn't expect.
I mean, that's cool, but,
it's kind of a useless thing.
It's okay, cool.
Like, why the fuck do you need that? But it does make your phone become unnecessarily large. Like, I want a big ass...
Like because you're walking around with a fucking Game Boy SP in your pocket.
It is about almost that big. Like, the screen...
Does she walk around singing BTS songs? Like in a commercial?
I don't know. I barely work with her.
You'll have to ask her next time. Next time she's on the subway, ask her to look in the reflection and see if she sees all the BTS boys.
I bet she does.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she avoids the subway. She has to take her antipsychotics.
Could you imagine if you just looked in the fucking reflection and saw
it's like
some K-pop artists?
You just shake your head and you're like, I gotta take my pill now.
Yeah. Oh no. It's happening again.
You have to be medicated not to hallucinate them. Like 24/7.
Like, I need to return this phone. I'm seeing ghosts. Ever since I got this damn thing.
It never leaves you. You can return it, but you're possessed.
It's like It Follows, right? Yeah, that movie I haven't seen.
It Follows sucked.
Oh man.
Like, you want to
at least you and Cheyenne could agree on something.
Yeah, that movie was doo-doo.
So we were going to talk about Eternals, but
do you want to briefly talk about it, or do you want to just save that for later?
Yeah, you can tell me how you feel about it, and then we can get into it next week when he who shall not be named is here. Also, wait, welcome to the Nerdy as Hell podcast. I forgot to intro it. Right. I'm Matt, and I'm here with Chris, and I don't know what we're talking about today, but we were going to talk about Eternals. So, Chris, tell me what you thought real quick. Just a brief summary.
I thought it was okay.
Okay.
Done.
Sweet.
Awesome. I was not really impressed, but I wasn't really disappointed. I went in there with no expectation and came out feeling meh.
Okay. No, that's fair.
I hated Angelina Jolie's character. She fucking annoyed me the whole time.
Oh, because she had... You just don't like... You don't like characters that have diseases or handicaps. Would you describe yourself as, like, Aryan-esque?
No. I don't like useless members of the team that actually hurt the team. And fuck everything up perpetually. Like, their only thing. No, Angelina Jolie, don't fucking kill us all, please. We need to solve this. You don't have to. And she's like, oh, I need to. I'm gonna fucking murder everyone. I got PTSD, guys. And we're just like, I don't give a shit about her.
So Chris basically said, if you're a soldier and you have PTSD, fuck you. That's what Chris just said.
No, I'm saying if you're Angelina Jolie, fuck you. That's all.
She hasn't adopted enough children for you, Chris? Huh?
Actually, I'm glad she adopts children. That's actually a good, notable thing I respect. But stick to doing that and stop acting.
Chris is just mad she's not typecast into a Lara Croft character where she gets to run around in booty shorts and show off her titties.
She's the worst Lara Croft.
She's one of 2 Lara Crofts, and I've never even seen the other one, so I couldn't tell you. Live action.
Live action one. I don't mean that. Live action. I'm just saying, like, when I'm talking about Lara Croft's, the games that are designed that look like her, we're talking about the actual Lara Croft games that look like Angelina Jolie intentionally. Those are the worst ones.
Okay. I'll take your word for it.
She's... I'm not a fan. That's all. Of her movies.
Okay.
She's a good human being.
I think Brad Pitt would disagree, but that's all right.
I don't give a fuck what Brad Pitt thinks. Fuck you, Brad Pitt.
God damn. All right. Fuck you, Brad Pitt. Fuck you.
Remember that on South Park? Fuck you, Brad Pitt! On their World War Z spoof.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I remember. All right. Well, that was Eternals talk. So, yeah, this one will definitely be called Snowpocalypse and Eternals, since we definitely don't really talk about those 2 things at all. Yep. Man.
Fitting title.
Yeah. I guess there was something else. We do you want to talk about the football from the last 2 days for a minute, or do you want to not talk about that? Because trust me, I wouldn't mind not talking about it. Oh, you haven't.
I haven't actually gotten to watch because I worked yesterday, so I got to watch only for a couple minutes at a time. The Patriots game when you guys were getting your shit pushed in by Buffalo. And then today I haven't gotten to watch any.
Well, Cowboys lost, so it's all right. Everything is right in the world.
The Niners are throwing their hat in the ring.
Yes. All right. Well, that's the football talk.
There it goes.
Yeah.
Oh wait, hang on. One more thing.
Oh, one more thing.
Who do you prefer win tomorrow on Monday Night Football?
God.
The Rams or the Cards?
Honestly, I don't really care, but just so I could see Jake not want to cry and kill himself, I'll root for the Cardinals tomorrow night.
I'll root for the Cardinals tomorrow night too, but only to watch them ultimately fail in the NFC.
Do you think he'd be? Yeah. The funny thing is, I feel like he'd be more upset if they got to the NFC Championship and lost versus lost tomorrow, which it's so backwards. I don't understand.
I'm not gonna lie. I hope that happens. Because fuck the Cardinals.
Jake. Well, Jake's super easy to troll, so I mean it's funny, but
he plays into it. I know he does.
I don't know.
Malicious.
I was being. That's a lie.
We were being kind of an asshole, but we weren't being malicious.
He makes it too easy.
He does. That's why I think he enjoys it.
So hyperbolic about it.
I know.
Every time anyone makes a mistake, it's your fault! We fucking lost 15 games this season! God damn it!
Somebody fucking jumps, false starts. God damn it, game's over, it's fucked. And they're ahead by 10.
I know. Yeah, wasn't there a game they were winning by multiple scores where he was like, this fucking team, fuck!
We weren't winning good enough.
Yeah. Yes, that's...
So because he's like that, it makes it fun to pick on him.
Yeah, it's funny.
You
guys should also troll him and tweet at him during the week during Arizona Cardinals games. I want you guys to tweet at him and troll him at JakeDrummer93.
If you want to know a good source to find really funny memes to troll Jake
NFL
with,
memes,
better. It's specifically NFC West Meme War. Where they
NFC West Meme War. Let me follow them right now.
I do. It's hilarious.
Let's find.
And it shows like the sad Pepe with like a hood up, and it's a Seahawk hood because the Seahawks are dog shit. Well, they're not really dog shit, but they deserve the title of dog shit this season.
NFC West Meme War. Oh, there's a subreddit.
That's the one.
What's the at?
Do you want me to? I'll just forward it to
you. Yeah, just forward it to me. Yeah, sorry, guys.
Sorry that it's hard to find. I'll just send it to you.
Yeah, because I typed in literally that, but it just comes up with hashtags and subreddits on Twitter.
Gotcha. It's just a subreddit.
Oh, okay. Well, either way, that works.
Yep, there you go. That's where you see like the "I want to die" pictures that Jake and I posted
with the rainbow and stuff.
Yeah. That's what that's from.
All right. Well, so one thing that we did kind of talk about right before we got on that we wanted to discuss, since it's just me and you now, is we can actually talk about Halo Infinite now.
Yes, do it.
But before that, I wanted to talk about and ask you what over the years were some of your favorite either co-op or just multiplayer games.
All right. Well, this is gonna date me. Like, people are gonna be like, "God damn, he's old. Get him a fucking walker." But one of my favorite multiplayer games that still holds, like, the multiplayer experience that I had holds a place in my heart. Rainbow Six Vegas 2. That was probably, as a kid, like when we first started playing versus multiplayer, my favorite one. And I liked, honestly, if you want to talk about that game, I don't want to go on a tangent on it, but we're going to talk about that game. It's better than most multiplayer shooters now, even though the controls are all fucking jankety. Compared to the way they are now. Because that game would be
that game would be at the forefront of meme culture too. If it came back out again, or if it came out now, exactly the same way.
Because remember all the fucking ridiculous camos you could get once you got to Prestige? You could... Alright, so imagine a camo template where there's 3 palettes. You can mix and match whatever color you'd want. So you could make fucking clown camouflage, basically.
Oh yeah, on your guns and on your guy.
Yeah. And there were a lot of weapons.
The terrorists will talk a lot of shit also, the AI.
It was... Yeah, if you were shooting at them and missing, they'd be like, "Why are you shooting the wall, bitch?" They'd be like, "Do you want me to jump in front of the bullets?" I don't know. It just was funny and decently, like, the story was good, the gameplay was good. I know that there was at the end a lot of hackers and it was susceptible to being ruined. But in its heyday it was good. What about you?
You know what I realized when back in the day when I watched a lot of Achievement Hunter content? They did a lot of Rainbow Six Vegas terrorist hunts. And you could take a picture of your face and put it on your dude.
I know. I never used that feature because I never had a camera to upload to it.
Yeah, because the only it worked like a piece of shit on the Xbox. I remember Michael had a rage quit of just about trying to get his fucking face just to get the thing to take a fucking picture of him on the shitty Xbox camera.
You know what would be fun? And this is me coming up with this off the cuff, but it would be fun for us to, because I have Rainbow Six Vegas 2 downloaded. I already have that digitally.
On the PC?
Not on my PC, but on my Xbox. I don't know if it's...
I was thinking about getting it on Steam or something, and we could do, like, terrorist hunt on realism through every level and stream it.
Let's put our faces on it.
That would be super fun.
Yes. With our faces, as shitty as it looks.
Absolutely,
just write
100%.
That down.
Let me see if it's on Steam.
Because that's a game from both of our childhoods that how many hours do you think we spent playing that?
Oh, so many. I mean, it's $10. We forged our friendship on this game. The first time I went over to your house, we played this.
Yeah, I mean, this was
the first game I ever played on the hardest mode, and that was because you made me play it on the hardest mode when we played Terrorist Hunt.
I'm an asshole.
Yeah, I'd never played the game, and he was like, "Yep." I was always like, "No, I don't want to play it on the hardest mode."
No, he was good at it, guys. I put him in to the hardest mode, expecting to watch him be shitty, and don't get me wrong, he had a hard time with it, but he actually did good. Considering he was learning on the fly.
It's $10, so
nice.
Yeah, that's gonna be a thing.
I'm gonna put that on my list.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wishlist it right now so I don't forget. It's $10. Okay. Next time it goes on sale for like $1. I'm gonna be getting that.
Oh, it will. It will. Give it a fucking week.
100%.
But especially if that game currently has supported multiplayer, like if we can do it.
That's a good question.
If it doesn't have supported multiplayer there, I would want to look and see if it has it on Xbox, because if it at least has it there, we can still do it there.
Here's a review, a recommended review from October 29th, 2021. This is a certified hood classic. The next one from November 4th, 2021. A game from back when Ubisoft knew what they were doing.
Yes. Guys, for real, Ubisoft, this built them. Like, I don't know. They've strayed from the path. Especially in Rainbow Six. They made that game stupid and shitty.
No more online support.
Damn it. We'd have to LAN.
Yeah. Yep, or play split screen.
Yeah, honestly,
That sucks.
split screen doesn't sound terrible. Because if we could be on the same webcam in the same room playing split screen.
Yeah, I mean, but it would suck playing on split screen, though. But
for us,
oh well.
But it might make it entertaining for them.
I'll keep an eye on it. Maybe some modder will figure out a way to, whatever.
Oh, that'd be great.
They do shit like that sometimes. So
please,
that's unfortunate, though.
Give us our baby back.
Then they just recently shut it down too.
Fuckers.
That's that's too bad.
Shoot. What was a notable multiplayer game for you?
Probably. Man, there was a good amount. I mean, I didn't have Xbox Live until like 2010. So everything for me was like fucking couch co-op or split screen and shit.
Well, I guess I'm lucky that my dad has always been a gamer because I had PSN on PlayStation 1. No, it was PlayStation 2. We were playing Medal of Honor, the Pacific one. Forget what it's called. Rising Sun.
Yeah, Rising Sun.
On PlayStation 2, and my dad would back with those extra shitty headsets from back in the day. We would play with people in servers that also had people playing in Japan. And back then, you didn't have like a gamer tag or anything. You got to choose whatever your name was. You'd be like, "What do you call yourself?" You type it in.
Oh God!
And my dad used to always. This is stupid. This shows how mature my dad was back when he was like, I don't know,
30?
35. Yeah,
35,
30, something like that. I don't know. Barely older than me. He made his he made his gamer tag Mr. Hanky, and those Japanese people fucking hated it when he would kill them because he would always go hidey ho
of course
in the mic, and he would piss them off.
Of course,
so bad.
Of course he
sorry,
would.
Sorry for your ears, but he would because I would play with him too, and I was kind of shitty, but I was just good. I was a little bit better than him, but I was still kind of shitty. I would always get the well rod, which is a 9mm suppressed pistol that's bolt action, but it one shots, and a bazooka, and I would just be a cheap shotting machine, killing them. Sometimes he would just be on the mic talking shit, and he'd pass me the controller, and I would play.
That's pretty funny.
But my real first multiplayer game was Pokemon with the fucking
Oh yeah,
cables.
No, I did not have one of those cords either. Yep, nope, didn't have that. I think the first multiplayer game I played with my own profile online was probably Modern Warfare 2. So,
oh yeah, how do you feel about that in hindsight?
Like
I know you're jaded, and it's
the greatest first experience anyone could ever have on one of the most toxic games of all time.
Yeah, it evolved. We were there for it, like when it was.
Yeah,
nice,
man, we were there for the evolution of online gaming.
It was a roller coaster.
Oh yeah, that it was. That it fucking was. Well, one of my favorite games, though, I guess I would say, I'd have to put Halo 3 and Halo 2 in there for myself. Me and my brother played that a lot, co-op. But, man, with, like, friends, probably Left 4 Dead was probably one of the first, sorry, I'm, like, fucking around. There's, like, I got an icy hot thing on my back, and it's wrinkled up.
Yeah, man, make yourself
I mean, we're old, remember?
Yeah,
But yeah, I think Left 4 Dead was probably one of my favorite multiplayer games. Even split screen, it was great.
Yeah, it was so good. Do you think Back 4 Blood just isn't quite as good as Left 4 Dead?
Honestly, it probably isn't, but I'll be completely honest, I never got a chance to play it out of beta, so... Because by the time the game came out, no one ever would... I mean, nobody gets on to play shit, so...
I'm literally...
Yeah, I know you're down, but I'm just like...
But you and me aren't enough. Like, we need...
No, I want to play a four-player co-op zombie game with 4 people.
Like, maybe I could get my dad in. He's better than the AI.
I don't know. At this point, I just don't... I hate playing with random people, because they always know how to ruin the fun, so...
I just realized it's so much more fun not having to talk to, like, 13-year-old kids. So
yes, that's why.
Play with my own friends and like to coordinate and actually play the game the way the developer designed it. You know, with teamwork and not just random fuckers trolling you and being shitty.
What's your favorite online multiplayer franchise?
Oh, that's a hard question to answer. I want to say, as far as franchises go, given where I'm sitting right now, I think Halo probably should be a high contender because overall its quality never dropped that far. It did drop, but not like to an unacceptable standard. Whereas I enjoyed Call of Duty, and I probably have more hours in Call of Duty, but how much of that time playing it did I actually enjoy? I feel like most of it I didn't. Now, that being said, Black Ops Cold War zombies, when I just gave up on playing the multiplayer and literally only played the zombies, because it would level my shit up anyway, I got so much more enjoyment out of it, but then that got old because it's repetitive and grinding.
Yeah, I do love me some zombies. I did get tired of that. I mean, I personally, I really enjoyed Warzone and stuff. Like,
I didn't play Warzone.
You were the only other person that would play it with me, so, you know. What'd you say? You didn't hate it, or you didn't enjoy it that much?
I didn't play it very much at all.
Oh, okay. What about? But I did. I know Halo Reach. I think Halo Reach also is up there for one of my favorite because, unfortunately, I was not able to play Halo 3 in its prime online multiplayer days because by the time I got my Xbox Live, that game was already 2 years old. So,
right,
it was 2 years on, and then Reach came out, and we did play a lot of that.
Yeah, we were first in line. We were ready as fuck to get in there and get
yeah. That's one of my because that hit us at the perfect time too. We were in high school, so we had a bunch of fucking people to play with all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And
it was the game everyone was talking about.
Oh yeah. I mean, I still always preferred it to any of the Call of Duty games we were playing at the time.
Yeah. But and honestly, the multiplayer, that was the last epically. Or, I don't know. I don't want to say epically good one, but it was the last really good one because then came Halo 4, and then we were like, huh. And then Halo 5, and then we were like, damn it. And then comes Infinite, and we were like, oh, okay, nice. But
yeah, I'm back. I'm definitely back in with Infinite. They're so I guess we could use this as a time to transition into some Halo Infinite talk. But they are going to this week on Tuesday. They're going to address the shop now that they're actually back from their holiday break. So they're supposedly going to be going in the shop and tweaking some prices and stuff like that. And I really enjoy the multiplayer in Halo Infinite. I do really not like the customization, and I don't like the shop and stuff like that. The monetization is really annoying.
I do think they need to make their money, and I understand that the game's on Game Pass, and they want to make extra money so that they can develop it and make it good. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like the shop itself, the shit that you buy, should be limited to, I don't know. I guess I wouldn't give a shit what you could buy if I could unlock more shit. If I just felt like I had enough variety.
Yeah, the first non-Battle Pass helmet that you can unlock for the Mark 7 is like level 81.
Fuck. I'm so glad I have the battle pass. And it sucks because I had to pay like $8 for that, but if I hadn't, I'd be just the fucking vanilla generic dude. I could change his color to like yellow or blue or something.
Yeah, that's my biggest disappointment with the way that anything in this game has been handled. And it's
I do have one more gripe.
Go ahead.
What's the big team battles?
Being broken.
Yeah, well, yeah, that and how you and I joined the same game together in a party that we launched into the game together, but then we're in different squads. So I have to fucking hunt.
Well, that's also being addressed this week, and also
Good.
supposedly people that were playing big team battle a lot, all of the really good weapons would spawn on one side of the map. So basically, whatever team spawned on that side of the map would just rinse the other team.
Mm-hmm. They'd be like, shit, a fucking random scorpion tank spawned. And then it's just...
that, yeah, and battle rifles and stuff that, are much better than the alternative that's spawning on the other side. So yeah, one side would get the pulse rifle or whatever, and then the other side gets the battle rifle, and that's not going to go well for the team that spawns on the side with the pulse rifle.
No, you got to get close with that one. To have any...
Yeah, that gun sucks. That gun really sucks. But why don't we talk about the campaign, though? Go ahead, actually. What were you about to say? Go ahead.
Well, that being said, I think playing ranked is really fun, especially when you have a squad, like a team of 4 friends.
Yeah. Well, they have that. That's basically SWAT. They have that now in its own playlist that isn't ranked.
Oh, I know. I know they have SWAT, but I just mean, like, ranked. I'm talking about ranked specifically. That I like that. But yeah, let's talk about the campaign, because I have a lot to say about it. I thought it was really good.
Yep, I just beat it for the second time last night, going for the achievements, and
Wow,
I got the last skull today while I was waiting for you to get on. So I got all the skulls.
What was your thoughts about that? Getting that last skull, like how
it was fine.
Or difficult
it was fine.
Process?
I haven't got the achievement yet because for some reason it hasn't registered that I got them all. So I'm gonna try to get them all again because I went back to the one that I was playing. See, I hate that there's no cross save between Steam and the Xbox app.
That sucks.
So I got all of the ones that were in all the levels because I didn't want to look them up on my first playthrough. I just wanted to play the game organically, and if I could find one, cool. So on my second playthrough, I went and got all the ones that were missable, and then I went back to my my first playthrough on Heroic, where I did all the side missions, and I've done everything in that version other than get the audio logs. So I've got all the vehicles and all the fobs and all that stuff. I got all that, but I didn't do any of that because I was just trying to beat the game in less than 8 hours to get that achievement on easy. So I didn't do anything. I only got fobs for specific locations if I needed to fast travel to them, and that's it.
Smart.
So if I want to get all the ones in the open world again on easy, now I have to unlock all the fucking... I have to basically try to steal a Banshee and fly to them all, or whatever. It'll be annoying to do it, but I guess I'm gonna have to do that because I did not get the achievement for getting all skulls after getting the missable ones on one and then all the open world ones on the other. So
damn.
So I'll have to go back on the Steam one and grab all those before I start my legendary playthrough. So
you're gonna do a solo legendary playthrough?
Yep, I'm going to try to do that so that I know that we can do it multiplayer.
I started my first playthrough I started on legendary, and I still have that save on my Xbox, so I can pick it up anytime. I stopped at the his name wasn't Bassus, the first guy who comes down the elevator shaft on the second level.
Yeah, his name's like
I forget,
Hyperius or something like that.
Some fucking dumbass name. I don't know.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
And I just died like a few times to that, and I was like, I know I can do this, but I'd rather enjoy the game, so I just started another playthrough on Heroic.
Yeah, Heroic was perfect difficulty.
Yeah,
I am
definitely.
so not looking forward to that last boss.
No,
Holy
her
shit!
teleporting.
Sorry about the
and
wind outside.
all
Yeah,
that shit.
her second phase ability that destroys you, that you can like barely dodge at all. That's gonna
Yeah.
suck.
Gotta
As
be
well as
Spider-Man,
that chieftain in that last area.
Well, what
He
about,
was harder than almost any boss in the game.
he was a bitch. I spent like the one that
He
spawns.
just
and
aggro
like,
just sprints to the one with the hammer.
Yeah, the whole time. Yeah, I
Dude,
know exactly. What
oh
you're
my
talking
god!
about.
Fuck that guy.
I spent so much time like, oh, he's too close, and then I would like zip line away.
Zip line
from him.
away. Yes.
Yeah, and then I would just kill everyone else in the room, and then when he got too close, I do that until eventually it was just him and me, and I'd make him run across the room at me while I just shoot him.
Yep.
That's
And then he would leap like half the fucking
He would.
room. And fucking boom. Death.
and your shit wasn't fast enough to get out of the way. Like,
Oh
he
no!
would still
Oh no!
hit.
He was a bastard. He was a
Piece of
bastard.
shit.
He was harder than Escharum.
Escharum was a bitch. Bassus was really annoying.
It's because of the tight quarters. Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Like, fuck Bassus. and the only reason why I remember his name is because he killed me more than any other boss.
Oh, 100%. I died to him
so
more than
fucking
anyone in the whole
irritating.
game. He was
like,
so
God damn
annoying.
this.
And they made him an idiot, so it was even more annoying.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh
He
my
was
god.
super stupid.
It was so fucking
He
irritating.
referred to himself in the third person, also annoying. God damn it. But yes, we can definitely dive into things that we liked here. Do you want to start? Because I think we're going to be talking way more about things we did like. So is there anything you did not like? Like
Okay.
like was just like, you know what? I just don't like this. I just didn't like this. Go.
Give me a second, because there weren't a lot of things that I want to complain about. Do you have something? Maybe I can like
No.
think of something.
But I do have to say, all right, so my only gripe, and I definitely did not dislike the open world.
Was it the
but
death pits and the falling?
no, the barriers,
Mm,
as well as like the open world is a little bit repetitive, but
Yeah.
it's not. At least everything that you do, at least the thing that you go do is different.
mhm.
Or
It's
it
different
looks
enough.
different. You have to do it a different way. Different enough to where it's not the exact same fucking thing over and over again. But I'm okay with it. Like this game, if they decide to make an Infinite 2, or they just
Continue the story
update
with
the
DLC
game,
or
continue.
something.
Yeah. If they do that, cool. I don't really care either way. All I know is hopefully I don't have to wait another 6 years for a Halo game.
Please don't do that to us. There's no reason. You can just build off this one.
But I think this game has an excellent starting point for the new version of what Halo is going to be. And I'm super excited to see it.
Yes.
I'm
I feel
super
like-
excited to see whatever they add, because at the end of the game, there's going to be different biomes. So like, I think the rest of Halo Infinite, this next saga, is all going to take place on Zeta Halo.
Probably. Like, not the fragment, but the actual.
No, yeah, because we were only on the broken fragment.
Yep. We were just on the fragment.
Yeah, so the whole rest of it.
Yeah, that would be so badass. And it'd be cool
There's
if,
different
the
biomes.
six-
There's snow
like-
biomes and forests and
like, what if
deserts
each game that comes out, what if they do a DLC where it's like, this biome is this game, and then you have to proceed to this one. And you gotta wait till we release it. I don't know. To proceed.
I mean, it's fine. Whatever they want to do, if they want to release a whole new game, that's fine. I really wouldn't mind this just being, since the multiplayer is free, it would really just make sense for them to just continue building on this and be like, the next story is Halo Infinite, the Endless.
Mm-hmm.
Like that expansion, like Destiny or something, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, not exactly like Destiny, but similar.
Yes.
Like how they just added on.
I would 100% pay another $60 for another expansion.
For another game like that, hell yeah.
Yes. Yeah, 2 years, 100%,
Even if it's
definitely
pretty similar to, like, just because of the, like, I get that the FOBs and the rescuing the Marines and the, all the dumb, like, not the dumb shit, but like the menial tasks that they have you do that isn't the story. I get that can be repetitive, but the story itself was different enough and interesting enough and honestly, like, engaging enough that it would definitely be worth it.
if I could file one thing in my thing that my dislike category, it was that other characters did not make a return. There was no Sergeant Johnson. Mm-hmm. There was no Arbiter. Mm-hmm. Stuff like that. That's one of my biggest dislikes.
I suspect, and I don't want to say right now because I don't know if we're ready to go there, but I suspect we may have another character similar to the Arbiter in the next game. I could see that as a possibility.
Okay.
If you want to go there,
bookmark that because I don't know. You'll have to remind me. But all right, let's go ahead. Things that we liked.
I liked how Master Chief always was Master Chief still. Like, he was just like, no, we're going to fucking do it. I don't give a shit. You're going to fucking do your job, and I'm going to do mine, and you're going to live, and we're going to fucking do this. In spite of whatever the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
I kind of like how everyone knows who you are. Like, the Banished are like, oh, fuck, and they still call you the demon.
Yeah.
And, like...
Still like it. Love that.
It's funny. Like, I still like the grunts they're always just comical.
Yeah. I really loved, and I just love that he had real voice lines in this game.
I know.
He's always been that like silent protagonist type with very little to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
But everything that he said, even if he wasn't saying anything, you could see the emotion in what looks like a robot.
Mm-hmm. He has no facial expressions.
When you stumble upon the other dead Spartans, and he takes a second and bows his head, you could see the sadness
in his body language.
Exactly. You could, and the things that he would say, you could feel, especially when he would talk about Cortana and stuff like, and when you eventually get to that point where he admits like he fucked up and he can't forgive himself.
Mm-hmm.
For not saving Cortana.
And
you can feel the pain in the delivery from the voice actor in that. Like, it's good. It's so good.
It is good. Or what about not just Master Chief, but what about
the weapon?
What's his name?
Echo 216. His name I think is Fernando or something.
No, I'm not talking about any of the good guys. I'm talking about the bad guy, Eshram. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
When he's like,
I loved all the scenes.
Your face.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know. It really, it made me feel like he considers me an adversary, and I liked. Are we gonna go into spoilers?
Yeah, we're gonna go into it. I don't care. But I feel like the thing that I really liked about Eshram a lot was that he respected the Master Chief more than anything. It was like, he was excited for this battle because they've been jerking off for 6 months with nothing to fucking do, and he's like, when he sees him, he's like, a Spartan. Oh, the Master Chief. It's like he gets pumped.
You didn't die.
Yes,
is what it was like.
Yes. And he's like, he's there
for him.
Yes, he's there to meet the challenge because, and you can kind of see that after a couple scenes with him that he's sick because he's heavy breathing and he's coughing. Maybe he's got COVID.
He seemed unwell.
Yes. And you can kind of feel like he knew, like, this is my last good fight.
Yep. And he was going to do it. He was going to come at you with everything.
Yep. And he was going to fight well.
Mm-hmm. Because it was his last fight that he could do at his max, probably.
Yep. I really liked him as a character. I was very shocked where they were just like, oh yeah, Atriox is dead. Which we'll get into. Did you look up the legendary ending, by the way?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Did you? If you did,
yes.
You can tell me. I'm fine being told.
Oh wait, no, never mind. It doesn't even need you get him at the ending anyway. You get some extra voice over at the end on top of that. People talking. But yeah, so spoiler at the very end, the last cutscene, Atriox is not dead.
Yes. I knew that.
He is awakening the endless.
I think Atriox is going to be like the Arbiter in the next game. And you're going to be Master Chief and Atriox.
Interesting.
I think that could happen.
Okay. Okay, Master Chief basically single-handedly destroyed the Banished, so...
Yeah, like, what's Atriox? I mean, he's like their leader, and he's like basically a god to them, but
he abandoned them. He abandoned them to do whatever it was he was doing.
Yep, but you don't know that he's not serving the interests of the Banished.
No, you don't know that. But he talked, like, when he was talking to Cortana, it's like, he talked about he knew what was there, but I don't think Escharum really knew what the Endless were.
Nope.
And what the, what was her name? The one that was trying to revive them. Start the Reformation.
The last boss bitch, whatever her name is.
Yes. Yeah, by the way, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, so she was awakened by the Spartan that they were torturing in the tower. Mm-hmm. Because only a Reclaimer can open, and a Reclaimer is a human. Only a Reclaimer can open those little boxes that the enemies that you see in the game.
Mm-hmm. They have like a million grunts and a million of these different fucking things.
Yes, they also have humans. And I saw today... Remember when I told you that the flood's in the game, right? And then you probably played the game and you were probably like, I didn't see any flood. Yeah. Well,
are they in one of those
when
boxes?
You're fighting Tiberius or whatever the guy's name, Hyperion or whatever the fuck, the first boss, if you go down and you walk through the tunnels, there is an infection flood box that is extra guarded all by itself and has sensors going over it at all times.
Really?
Yes.
That's where if I load up my legendary playthrough, that's where I am. I'm exactly in that spot.
If you kill him and you go down, you'll find it.
Okay. Yeah, all I have to do is kill him.
And then I watched a video yesterday about the flood in Halo Infinite, and I got some interesting theories for you. But I'll shoot those at you when we get to the end.
Okay.
But
I hope the flood are in the next game. Please.
Yeah, I really, really enjoyed this game a lot. The story I thought was very good. One of my favorite scenes is with Echo 216, the guy in the Pelican that rescues Chief, when he's basically given up, and he's looking for a hyperspace drive in the
wreck yard.
In the wreckage of a bunch of ships, and he's talking about how he can't fucking do anything because he's not Master Chief. He's not like him. And then Chief kind of sits him down, and they have like a little heart to heart, which was great. I was like, that got me hype. I was like, oh yeah, yes.
I was like, wow, this is a fucking pep talk.
Yeah, it was really good. Which, did you notice? By the way, one of the bosses, one of the two brothers, had Agent Locke's armor on him.
When you're
Spartan
back,
Locke.
Like the one on the chopper, or the one?
Yes, the one on the chopper. He has Spartan Locke's helmet on his shoulder piece and his chest piece on.
Okay, I saw the helmet, and I recognized. I didn't recognize whose helmet it was. I saw the helmet, but I didn't recognize its significance.
Yes, and that was Spartan Locke from Halo 5's.
Wow.
Helmet.
He's done so.
Well, it's not confirmed. I watched some between Halo 5 and an hour-long video of all the events that took place between Halo 5 and Halo Infinite, which included 3 books and Halo Wars 2.
Okay.
Yep.
Makes me kind of want to read the books.
Shit. Yeah. I want to get my my Audible account back so I can do that.
Do you? I'll give it back. I'll stop.
No, you don't need to give it back. I just mean I'm not paying for it right now.
Oh,
it's not like you took it away.
Okay, I thought me accessing it prevented you.
No, it's fine. No, it doesn't do it. No, that's not the case at all.
Okay, cool. Because I'm loving listening to The Witcher, but we're talking about Halo right now.
Yeah, I liked the Elite with the red. There's some pretty cool lore with that guy.
Ooh, the one with the red, the weird axe thing.
Yes. So he has a bionic arm and 2 bionic mandibles, which is actually against the Sangheili's religion or their beliefs. They don't believe if you lose a limb or something in battle, you should not get.
You don't deserve it.
No. Well, I don't know exactly why, but you don't get a prosthetic. It's just not. It's not.
It's a badge of honor. It's absence. You survived. And
yes, I think so. I think in that it's like, yeah.
Your deformity is a privilege.
Sure. Maybe. I'm not sure exactly what the reason is. And he joined the Banished because he and Escharum are actually really close friends, which you can actually kind of get that.
Yeah.
From when he, like, because he seems worried about him when he's like coughing and, you know, like having a hard time breathing and shit.
I noticed that, but did you hear what I said? That maybe they are lovers.
Oh, maybe, sure. I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know. If anybody's a lover, it's definitely Escharum. Escharum loves him some Atriox.
He sure as fuck does. He's a fucking fanatic.
Yeah, he is. It's weird because he is Atriox's mentor.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It is an interesting dynamic they have.
Yeah, to say the least, I would say.
That battle wasn't really that hard with the elite that had the blade. I forget what his name was.
I think his name was Jenga something. Something
like that, yeah.
But what I wanted to say in terms of some of his lore. So if you notice, he sounds like he's speaking normal, perfect English in all the cutscenes, right, with Escharum?
Yeah.
And then he sounds different when he's talking to Master Chief.
Yeah.
So he's mispronouncing some words when he's talking to Master Chief, and that is because elites, because they don't have tongues, cannot pronounce English correctly. So the majority of them don't actually speak English. That's just the game retconning and being like, you know, they're just speaking English, right? So that we can understand. So that they don't have to make a whole language and shit for them. But and I feel like I don't know if that's always been understood or not, but
I never knew that.
So in the first game, they don't speak English, they speak their own language.
Yeah.
And a lot of the races actually flip-flop throughout the whole series is speaking their native language or English. But so yeah, they can't actually pronounce English correctly, but this guy, he taught himself how to speak English so that he, like, when he would hunt Spartans, because English is just the normal, the military, like the tongue that, you know, of course it is, right? It's English, which it's just what humans speak. Now, some other planets speak other languages and stuff like that, and other languages still exist. But if you're in the military, you have to speak English.
Right.
Because it's not country by country anymore. It's the United Nations Space Command. Yeah. So you have to learn English and you have to be fluent in English to be in the military. So, he taught himself English to intimidate humans because elites don't actually speak English because they can't. And he mispronounces some things because they can't pronounce P's and B's because you need lips. You need lips and a tongue to be able to, you know, to make those sounds.
Yeah, they can't phonetically pronounce them.
Yes, exactly. So if you listen to him again the next time you get to that part, or look it up, and you can see, because he does not pronounce B's or P's when he's talking to Master Chief.
So
but he does in all the other cutscenes.
Why?
And that guy's in the books as well, apparently.
Why is that discrepancy? Like, do they explain that?
Well, it's because in the cutscenes they just make them English, but it's understood that they're not speaking. No, they're not speaking English. No. Okay. They're speaking their native tongues, but it's easier to just make it in English.
So people don't have to read the fucking subtitles. They can pay attention to all the cool shit they have happening in the scene.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
I understand. If I do that boss fight with the subtitles on, will I see his mispronunciations actually put in?
That I don't know.
That'd be interesting to see.
But another theory is that he's not dead because he disappears.
Yeah, he does.
He immediately turns invisible and disappears when you beat him.
Yeah, and I noticed that too because
he's the only boss that does that.
Yeah, he runs away. Is what I think he does.
I think as well. I don't think he's dead.
He knew he was about to die and he left. But I wanted to teabag him.
I wanted to look at it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to examine him because I did all the other bosses.
I know. I wanted to be like, with my fucking gun zoomed in, looking at every little detail on his armor and like his weird fucking physiology.
Yep.
This game is beautiful, by the way. Like, I do that to a lot of the enemies because they're just very detailed and very well rendered.
Oh, yes.
Like, when you were killing hunters, were you not pausing to examine, like, the braids of the worm things?
Oh, I looked at it. Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean...
It was awesome.
The hunters are one of the coolest in terms of the lore, by the way, because they're a hive mind of worms that actually pair into two. So the two have a hive mind together.
That's why there's always two.
That's why they're always in a pair, yes.
And they always work together. They're always both like, fuck that guy.
Yes.
Nice. You could, because if one knows where you are, you can't. I always realized that, but I thought they were communicating, and
that's why they can. That's why they can stay turned around at you so well, because if the other one can see you, then so can the other one.
That's cool. I didn't even realize that.
Yes, very cool.
They definitely designed the AI to be like that too.
The AI also in this game is really good because they actually use cover smartly. Yep. And when you lose your shield on the higher difficulties, they will charge you to try to kill you.
Mm. Yep. I noticed that in Legendary. How many times did you try to like rescue Marines and they died or something and you were like, fuck.
Oh, all the time.
I hated it.
The Marines sucked. The Marines suck.
Hated it. If I lost one Marine, I would want to restart it.
What was your favorite vehicle, by the way?
The just good old Warthog with the machine gun on it, honestly. The machine gun itself in this game is so fucking good. You just cut everything down. Like, the rockets are nice, but I can do more damage, I think, with the machine gun. Because it's sustained. Because you have to wait an interval for each rocket. Whereas with the machine gun, you never have to stop.
I think in co-op, my favorite will be the normal Warthog. But with the AI... my favorite was the troop-carrying version, the Razorback.
I never actually used it.
Dude, you have to use it. Yes.
Because
you get the Marines in there. You get the Marines in there, and you give them a couple of sniper rifles and rockets, and they destroy. Really? They destroy. Oh, yeah. Oh,
I had no idea. Are they just, like, super accurate?
Oh, yeah, especially the snipers, dude. Uh-huh. They're one-shotting everybody.
4 It can hold 4 passengers.
You have 4 in the back and a guy in shotgun, so 5.
Okay, so how many snipers? How many rocket launchers?
Like three snipers, and then maybe 1 rocket launcher. Because if you get 2 and they shoot something too close at the same time, they could flip you. But get 1, and then like a dude with something else, maybe a BR or a commando or something.
I liked,
or just all sniper rifles is also fine because they destroy everything, even ghosts. In like 3 or 4 sniper shots, it's destroyed.
Nice. That's awesome. I didn't know that. I will definitely start doing that.
It's very
I
good.
I want to start replaying the game. I'm definitely going to do an easy playthrough, but I also want to continue my legendary. Did you ever take a really high level weapon that only had like 1 shot in it and give it to a Marine and take their weapon and notice that the Marine was shooting it a lot?
Yeah. You can also refill your ammo doing that, by the way.
Really? You give it to them and take it back?
And then take it back, yes.
Dude.
It'll be full. But you can't give it to them if it's out already.
Exactly. That's why I would wait till I had 1 shot. I'd give them a needler with 1 shot, and they'd be like, and it'd be full. And I'd be like, all right,
yes. I do wish there was a New Game Plus mode where you could at least keep all the weapons.
Yeah, that'd be
so
fun.
That you could all the weapons and vehicles at the very start of the game. That would be cool because I really like the enhanced UNSC weapons, like the enhanced battle rifle and all that stuff. They're so good.
And the enhanced assault rifle. My favorite one's the pistol, though.
Oh yeah,
so fucking good. I want that in multiplayer.
Shotgun has double the range.
I noticed it's like it's got like slugs in it or something.
Yeah,
I wish we would see that in multiplayer. Bring those into multiplayer.
Oh god,
that would be fun. Or just mix it in, like give it a chance to be one or the other.
Oh, man, is there anything else story-wise you want to talk about before I get into some of the in-game theories?
Well, I like what you said about the New Game Plus. That never occurred to me that it could be that could be a thing in a Halo game.
Well, it makes sense in this one being open world.
If we did New Game Plus, would you want it to get more difficult in New Game Plus? Like
yes.
maybe more advanced enemies, more red hunters, more like... What are those guys with the little tiny shields that jump around and dodge all your shit?
Jackals.
Jackals. And what are the other ones that just snipe you? Are they also jackals?
Yes. Well, the little shields, the ones on their forearms, like those are skirmishers. They're part of the same race. They're part of the same race, though. Okay.
I'd love to know the distinction between them, because they're physically very different.
Oh, I can send you so I watched there's a YouTube series that's I can send you where the guy goes through every iteration of the Covenant race through every game, the differences and some of the lore behind them, and the designs and stuff like that through each game. Yeah.
Like why they're different?
Yeah.
Wow, they're like, okay, sure. That's cool. Please do send me that.
Yeah, very interesting.
Wow. That'd be excellent.
What was your favorite part of the story?
Ooh, that's a hard one. I think I really enjoyed the trials when you're about to go and fight Escharum, and you're like, it's like a testing thing where you're being observed. You feel like a lab rat going through their thing, just fighting.
Yep.
It was like a horde.
Yeah, because Escharum was also using it to study you.
Yep.
To study the Master Chief.
That was so cool. I felt like
that was great.
I felt like, oh shit, everything I'm doing is being analyzed. And when I was playing it the first time, I was like wondering, I didn't think it would be the case, but I was wondering if the way that I played it, if Escharum would adjust to counter me.
Prepare differently?
Yeah. To counter me for how I played. I was wondering if they would do that, but that seems like that's so complicated. That's
that would
above
be
and
hard.
beyond. That's above and beyond. But it was just so much fun. I would absolutely love it if we got a firefight mode added to this game.
Yes.
That's what it made me think about.
Yes. I would really like firefight as well.
Team up with your friends and just kill the shit out of them until you
you could reuse those maps for the first firefight DLC.
So fucking good because they were perfect size. Yeah, it was perfect, dude. And I just thought, wow, they got to add this to multiplayer, right? That's what I was thinking. But
yes.
I guess that was my favorite.
Once we get co-op and Forge, I'm 100% down for firefight. But I want those other two things first.
Why Forge before firefight? May I ask?
Because Forge, people can make their own game modes and make their own maps and stuff.
The maps,
that's why.
Yeah, on Reach, the maps that were made in Forge like a year or two
badass.
Were so fucking cool.
And Bungie actually added some of the fan favorite ones that people made to the official servers.
Yep.
Yeah,
I know that. Yeah, that's how we have Infection.
Yep, and Infection is coming with this new.
Yes. I didn't know
the new update. I think. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for some Infection.
I can't wait. I hope it's just shotguns and swords. Give it that. Ooh, I cannot wait.
All right. My favorite part about the game, though. Okay, my favorite part about the game, the campaign, was Chief and the weapons relationship. I think
it was nice. It was touching.
Great. I also really, really liked her a lot.
Me too. She did a great job, and I mean, spoilers.
Her facial, she's Cortana again.
She's Cortana who doesn't know she's Cortana.
A copy of Cortana, and she doesn't know that she is the whole time. And she was used to trap Cortana and delete her, but she didn't actually end up deleting her.
Exactly.
But yes, I thought the actress that played her almost sounded exactly like the voice actress that played Cortana too.
Exactly.
And the facial animations were awesome.
Very
that she had
good animation, smooth.
I like that she actually had a uniform and not just her titties out.
Mm-hmm.
Like Cortana in Halo 4 and 5.
Yeah, it looked better than having her.
It definitely looked better. I thought her uniform looked super cool.
It made me wonder why it wasn't always the thing.
I know at the end, after she found out that she was just a copy of Cortana, and then they kind of reestablished their relationship after Chief almost deleted her because he didn't trust her,
and her feelings were so hurt.
Yes, that was really great. That was really great. But I think, and you don't know for sure, but obviously she asks Chief to be, because they're like, so they find out the other Echo 216's name is Fernando, which I love that dude, by the way. I thought he was great.
I liked him too.
Awesome.
I want him to be a reoccurring character, because you can't give me those details. You can't show me that the growth that he had without continuing him. We need him.
Something, and when we talk, after I talk about the theories that I have, we'll talk about some stuff that we want to add, but I'm just going to say this right now in case I forget, because I don't have it written down. I would like side missions, stealth missions as him in the next game.
Ooh, as him?
As him, with the health bar back. With the health bar,
like
because you don't have shields, because he doesn't have a shield. Yes. Just like some like, you know how...
That would be really cool. I would
just like sometimes, like, it'd be like, all right, while Chief is here doing this,
because
Fernando
the stealth
or
missions,
Echo...
that's pretty much what was missing. Like, that's another Halo thing that is so fun and unique.
Yeah. And I mean, they don't have to be hard, because they're, he's not going to go and do anything crazy.
I mean, he's just a guy.
He's just a guy. I mean, yeah, but I mean, they can make them hard in the fact that he can't take as much punishment as Chief.
Exactly.
Anywhere near it.
And then like Chief can come and save your ass. Like once you get to a certain point, it's like, oh fuck, you see a hunter pair, and then it switches and Master Chief comes and rescues his ass, and you get to fight the pair. I don't know. That's stupid.
I'm afraid I'm going to forget it when I talk about things that I want to see, but co-op. Remind me to talk about co-op characters in when we talk about that. But yes, so some theories. So the Harbinger was her name. That other race that we had never seen before. So we're pretty sure. When I say we, I mean the people online and people that have looked into the lore and stuff. So she is the same race as the Endless.
Okay, that's what I thought too. I was assuming that.
Yes. And what she was trying to do was she's trying to bring her race back, because they were all sealed away like that. Because in the Silent Auditorium, they were basically sentenced by the Forerunners, because they were the first Reclaimers, and then, which are now the human race, which the Reclaimers, if you don't know, are the ones that are supposed to take the mantle from the Forerunners. Mm-hmm. And gain control of the rings and stuff like that, and all the Forerunners' knowledge.
They were the first pick.
Humanity. They were the first pick, and then they were banished. Because they ruled, and the sentencing was done in the Silent Auditorium, and they were all put away in those.
Why did she
sealed
escape
away?
I wonder. Oh yeah, wait.
Because no, she was awoken by.
That's right, because she didn't.
They made Spartan Griffin open her up out of the thing, because only a Reclaimer can open it.
That's right. She was actually put away.
Yes. So, the Reformation is bringing them all back. Now, why is Atriox also trying to do that? I don't know. At the end, you see that.
Yeah.
Which was a cool twist that he's not dead.
It was.
But something else I learned in watching the video about the flood, and this isn't my own theory. This is the theory I'm going to spout from this video that was kind of spun in the video. So the way that the flood work, by the way, is they attack the nervous system and take it over. And what the Halo rings do is they destroy the nervous system of all sentient beings, essentially starving the flood to death. Mm-hmm. But
that's the point of the rings.
The Endless, that species, are supposedly impervious to the flood. They cannot infect their nervous system.
Really?
Yes, apparently. So, a theory is that the flood will be coming back and will be used as a weapon by the Endless to eliminate the Reclaimer species, the human race, so that they can take everything, take it and activate the rings and take what is rightfully theirs, quote unquote.
Right.
So...
Can you imagine fighting a lot of enemies teleporting all around like that?
Yeah, god damn it. I don't know what Atriox's role will have to do, or like what his role will be. But with the Endless, not the Endless, but with the Banished pretty much taken out, and the fact that the Endless will probably not be aligned with them.
Probably not.
Because they want to take all the rings for themselves. Your theory might prove to be correct.
I think it will.
I think that would be pretty awesome.
It would be badass.
And that could be a creative reason as to why they wrote him out of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And just said, he died.
They're gonna pull a Halo 2 with us and add boom.
That would be cool.
Yep.
Now, let's talk about some things that we would like to see. So speaking of that,
in the next game?
I would like to see, yes, in the next game.
Okay.
With co-op, I would like to see choosable second characters. Be it a Spartan from Blue Team, because they're still alive. That's Chief's team of Spartans. They're all Spartan 2s.
Are they going to try to write them into the game in the story?
They're still in the books and stuff. Yeah, they can like if they contact humanity again, or like the UNSC, they can, now that they've taken that section, that can be the UNSC's foothold back into Zeta Halo.
Oh, okay. I see.
And that's why Johnson and all the other characters are not there, because they lost that battle 6 months ago.
Right. Of course. They had to flee, otherwise they're going to be destroyed.
And Blue Team was not on the Infinity when they were attacked.
I love how
Chief was there.
That was the best we could do, and it was a piece of shit.
Yeah, lost 4 minutes.
Yep.
4 minutes. It was destroyed in 4 minutes.
Yep.
By the Banished.
Pathetic.
That was the pride of the Infinity. The UNSC Infinity was the pride of humanity. So that was the best ship we had. Gone. 4 minutes destroyed.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
do you remember defending
I would like to
for that ship to go?
What'd you say?
Remember when that ship was launching in Halo 5 and you had to defend it?
I think so.
From these from like waves of fucks, while it like you had basically, it was like, we need to start the engines, we gotta go.
I can't remember. I don't know if. Are you sure you're not remembering Reach? Because that was like the last mission in Reach.
Maybe it was
before
Reach.
The Pillar of Autumn flew away.
You're probably right. I'm probably mixing it up with Reach.
But I've only played Halo 5 one time, so.
Me too.
I don't remember.
I never was interested in playing it again after I beat it.
No. But we'll have to play it again. Yeah, so I would like to see options to play Arbiter as the second character, or Kelly, or the other members of Blue Team.
What's Arbiter doing now?
He's the leader of the Swords of Sing Helios.
But what are they doing in the grand scheme of things?
I can't tell you exactly, because again, I'm not well versed in the book lore and stuff that's going on right now.
Gotcha. But
I can send you the videos that I watched that will explain.
Because I mean, if we can get Arbiter in there, fuck yeah! I mean, if this is if it took Arbiter, if it took 3 playable characters, that'd be badass.
I saw some leaked concept art today of Arbiter traveling with Kelly. He's got like a cape on, and he's got like a projector, and he's asking a human, like it looks like he's asking him if he's seen someone.
That's
cool.
And
Kelly's standing beside him.
Dude,
so
they have so much potential with this. I would love for them to, like, the way that we're speculating right now, it just feels so open-ended that they could go anywhere with it. I'd hate for them to just have a narrow fucking spectrum of, like, I don't know, there's so much they could go far.
Now that they have a direction, I think they could do something, because this game was in development hell, and that's why it took 6 years. They barely got what they had out.
I know.
Because they didn't even have time to finish co-op and Forge.
They were embarrassed when they gave the first look and everyone shit on it.
The game was in development hell for 6 years.
Yep.
But now they have a direction. They've got the feedback.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care what they do with the multiplayer, because I just want more Halo story. So that's
keep it that good. Keep it that good at least.
What's one thing you want to see from the sequel or the next DLC, or however they do it?
The Flood.
Okay.
Period.
That's fair. That's fair.
Give me the Flood. I know that, like, give me one horrific experience with the Flood. That's what I want. Give me something that's gonna, like, remember how the library, like, everybody knows what the fuck that is?
Oh, yeah.
Give me something like that. Something equal to that or better. So long drawn out, a lot of fucking killing, not that much ammo, pretty challenging, grotesque monsters. I want to see. I don't know. Give me that, please.
I don't know if it can be rated teen if they bring the flood back, but that's okay with me.
I don't give a shit. Make it rated M.
Yeah, because this one and Halo 5 are rated teen.
Yep, make this rated M. I think it would actually benefit.
Bring them back, 343.
That's right. I think, honestly, it would benefit from being rated M. You wouldn't be as restricted.
Yeah.
And since it's a free game anyway, I mean, I get that, like, Fortnite's rated T, but fucking...
I mean, the multiplayer is still free to play, so... I mean,
Call of Duty...
multiplayer what it is.
Yeah,
Call of Duty's rated M.
Yeah,
so.
And it gives you the free fucking access to Warzone, so...
Just make them separate games. Like, the multiplayer basically is its own separate game, so...
Yeah, okay, I'd be perfectly
the guns
fine
even
with
feel different in the multiplayer, honestly.
They do.
So...
They absolutely do. But yeah, give me the flood.
Overall, I was very pleased with the game, and I cannot wait for co-op.
Me too, please. I'm salivating at the mouth. Like, I'm so fucking ready.
Yeah, I can't wait to try to do it. Try to lasso it. That'll never happen. Oh my god, I don't know if either one of us have the patience for that.
What?
Lasso, legendary, all skulls on.
We could. The thing that I don't understand, though, is the famine skull limits your ammunition, but is it called the bandana skull? The one that the last one, gives you infinite ammunition. So, like, how do you have both? How do you have scarce ammunition and infinite ammunition for all your weapons?
I don't think that's what the bandana does.
Are you sure? Am I misunderstanding?
I don't.
What does it do?
Let me see.
Okay. Because I was confused. The thing that I think will be the hardest is the melees recharge the shield. I think that will make it the most difficult.
Oh, yes. I'm looking up what they do. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, what the fuck? Unlimited ammo and grenades. Interesting.
Exactly.
Okay.
So how does that... It does the opposite of what the
then.
famine skull does. So
yeah, famine gives you... Weapon pickups from enemies have half ammo.
Yeah.
With famine.
But when you pick up... If you have the unlimited...
Well, then it's fun. Are you complaining?
I'm not. I'm just confused.
Boom is doubles explosion radius.
Mm-hmm.
Cowbell increases physics acceleration from explosions.
So things go fucking flying.
I would have been your daddy is makes rare enemy dialogue more common. Fog disables your motion tracker minimap. Blind removes all HUD.
So this is what
even your hands and your gun.
What? Literally?
Yes.
All right. So what you need to do is put a dot.
Yeah, put a crosshair on your screen.
Yeah.
Black Eye, your shield only recharges when you hit something with melee. Thunderstorm upgrades the rank of enemies catch. Enemies throw more grenades. Mythic increases enemy health. And Grunt's birthday party. We already know that.
Mm-hmm. Yay!
Yep. But
I'll do it.
I'm going to start my legendary playthrough soon, so we'll see how it goes. We'll see how bad it is just on legendary.
It's a bit of a challenge, I'll say.
Anything else? Anything else you wanted to throw in?
I think
that you want to see maybe before we wrap up?
I think the game is really good. I look forward to seeing where they take this current game. I want to see them continue to update and fix the multiplayer. The gameplay itself is superb. I enjoy it. I haven't played a multiplayer game that felt as good and fleshed out as that one, and for I don't even know how long. Fucking ages. But
yep, that's accurate in my opinion.
But I want to see them continue to support it, and it's not like they're not going to support it, but I just mean update it and take it in the direction that the fans want it to go, rather than just purely monetizing the shit out of it.
Well, it's clear that they just wanted to they wanted to see what they could get away with,
mm-hmm.
and then in a year it'll be what we wanted. Probably
they're going to dial it back a little, make some adjustments, hopefully. Because $20 for a fucking set of blue armor is stupid, in my opinion.
For fucking blue?
Or fucking cat ears. Jesus Christ, man.
You just brought me to Angry Joe there.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking blue!
Yeah. But he's not wrong. He's absolutely justified feeling that fucking frustrated.
I watched it. His Halo Infinite review came out a couple days ago.
Did he like it or dislike it?
He did. There was definitely some things he was a little more harsh about than I was, but I'm a Halo guy, so whatever.
You can turn a blind eye, be more forgiving.
Yeah, exactly.
You're allowed. Overall, give me the Flood. I'd love to see a returning character from other games that I really liked. So yeah, bring in Blue Squad, bring in fucking Arbiter, bring in fucking... I don't care. Give me at least as good of a game or story as what I got.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it would be cool to have those guys like you set up an actual base, like you use that base that you unlock like right when you get to free roam, right?
Yeah.
Use that base as your actual base of operations for taking back Zeta Halo.
Your mega base, like your main big base.
Yeah, exactly. And you have Blue Team there, and they go and do their own missions. And Arbiter's there to help with the other elites and the Swords of St. Helios.
It'd be interesting.
I just think that would be super cool. Sergeant Johnson's there.
And if you're playing single player by yourself, I mean, you coordinate with them, but they do their own shit. And generally, you're solo because that's how you roll.
Yeah.
But if you're playing with
I would
friends,
also like an option to I don't know, maybe go on some of their missions would be cool, but like all the main story missions are still, you're still chief. But
I would love to be able to participate in those missions too, with the Swords of San Helios and all that other shit.
Yeah, or they're like, hey, Chief, we need your help with this mission.
Or like you guys
it's a side mission, and you go on a side mission with Arbiter, and you go on a side mission with Blue Team.
Yep.
Or Johnson and a squad of Marines. But then there's a bunch of just story stuff that you do by yourself, which I think would be,
that would be really fantastic.
Chef's kiss.
I mean, that's just how to take the game from where it is and just make it more epic and even more fucking crazy and fantastic. Memorable.
Yes. They need to work on the explosions. Like the phantoms and stuff like that and the tanks and all that stuff. I think the explosions are kind of shitty. The explosions in Halo 3 were better. The game's 12, 13, 14 years old.
To be true, yeah, to be honest, that's a fact. But, I mean, that aside, cosmetically, the explosions need an update. Other than that, it's not a big gripe to me.
All right, I think we talked a lot longer than I thought we would about Halo.
Yeah, I mean...
So I think it's about time to wrap it up.
Yeah,
I think so. Hopefully next week we'll talk about Eternals. But guess what, guys? Who fucking knows? Who knows if we will?
We shall see, and so shall you.
Yep, you'll know when we know. All right, well, if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to email us at nerdyashellpod@gmail.com, where we'll take questions or comments or anything. Even if you want to send us a dick pic or something, hey, cool.
We'll be happy to delete that.
I'll get it, but we will delete it. So, there's that. Send us ideas you have or, stuff like that or just anything.
Any suggestions, any feedback.
Yep.
Tell us, hey, this is an idea I think that'd be badass for Halo that you guys didn't mention. You're forgetting about this fucking obvious thing. That would make it even cooler. Kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Call us out on things we forget or forget to mention.
Add on to
or things we don't.
You guys are a part of this too. So
if you want to be a part of the conversation, email in, or add us on Twitter. NerdyAsHellPod on Twitter.
Yep.
Once we'll get back to streaming here soon. I've been reorganizing my desk and my back has kind of been hurting, so I haven't really been at my desk a lot. I've been trying to fight through the pain.
Play through the pain.
And
rub some dirt on it.
Yeah, race when I can or when I have to. But soon, once Chris gets unburied from the snowpocalypse outside,
not going to leave my house for a couple of days.
Soon he'll get his new hard drive, and we'll be able to actually stream some Master Chief Collection.
Yep.
I do think this week I'm going to try to get back on Vice City and continue my playthrough. Because I do not work a lot this week, so I will try to do that. Maybe Tuesday, Wednesday. So look for that on Nerdy as Hell Gaming on Twitch. So, and you can now review. You can actually drop 5-star reviews or any star reviews on Spotify. So do that if you can.
Yes, please do that if it's possible. because we're interested in knowing where you rate our podcast.
Yeah, it also helps us with recommended feeds and stuff like that. If we get a bunch of high ratings, it'll recommend us to other people. So,
and also hurts our self-esteem. So go ahead and do that.
Yeah. If you give us ones, it makes us feel shitty. So
yeah.
I know you guys probably like that. So
I know I do.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you guys next week. Hopefully Jake will be here and we can talk about Eternals. If not, we'll probably just bullshit again. Yeah. Talk about something else.
Another bullshit episode.
Because that's what we are. Yeah, another bullshit episode down. Another bullshit episode to go.
And thank you for bullshitting with us.
Yes, and with all that said, while the wind is destroying everything outside my house, stay unapologetically nerdy, and we'll see you guys next week.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Bye, everybody.